is truly my favorite dessert to have right now, and the cream, tastes exactly like pudding that I had when I was growing up. Steamed egg pudding, or flan as I like to call it. It is so popular right now in our community. It was really popularized by Steak and Butter Gal. She has an amazing easy video on how to make it on her channel, and I've been making it a little bit differently, a sweet version of it. And I also make it with just egg yolks. I learned that from my friend Sarah, Carnivore Yogi, and it's a way that also fits my macros better because it's a little bit higher fat, lower protein version than with the eggs. So it only takes 2 ingredients, really, just eggs and water, but I add a few other ingredients to it to make a sweet version of it, and I'll show you guys how I do that. It's so simple, so quick, and I love to have it as an easy dessert because it literally just takes 5 minutes to make. So I've been making this recipe about every night. I've been adding it to my diet to boost my calories because I'm doing a reverse diet right now. So every couple of weeks I boost my calories by about 100, and I'm always looking for new ways to add in more fat to my diet, add in more calories so I can keep bumping up my caloric intake. And I've gotten it to about 2200 right now, and I'm maintaining really well at this number, and I like to just keep moving it higher and higher as I add in my resistance training with this reverse diet. So I post about this recipe a lot, and I know a lot of you are confused about exactly how to steam this, so I thought I'd just make a video and show you guys how I do it, and I'll show you how simple and easy it is to make. Alright guys, so these are all the tools I need. I have a fork, a mixing bowl, half a cup of water. I have this ceramic dish, and a lot of people make it in a metal dish. I use the ceramic dish. Got my eggs, of course, free range eggs, and I also have some salt and vanilla stevia that I like to put in there. So I'll show you guys. So I also have some salt and some vanilla stevia that I like to put in there. I'm going to show you how I make my version of this sweet steamed egg pudding, or flan as I like to call it. So I've got 6 egg yolks and 1 egg white, so basically 5 egg yolks and 1 full egg. And you can do this with all whole eggs. I just do it this way because it fits my macros a little bit better. It's higher fat, lower protein. So I have a lot of other protein sources that I eat during the day. So I just whisk them all together like this, and then because I'm making a sweet version, you can actually do this with a savory version too, but I add a little bit of salt, and then I add a little bit of vanilla stevia to it, and then I pour in the water. So I just kind of add it a little bit at a time so it's well blended, and I use half a cup of water. Pour that all in, and in the meantime I'm going to start heating the water in that saucepan on the stove. This is a pretty deep sized saucepan that I use, and I have a lid for it, and I just put some water in there, and I place the ceramic dish in there and cover to steam it. So the water in there is just starting to warm, and I'm just going to pour the egg mixture into my ceramic dish, and I'm going to cover it. Once the water is going, it's only going to take about 5 minutes. Alright, so it's all done now, and this is kind of the way that I like to take it out because the ceramic dish gets really hot, and this spatula seems to help quite a bit. Just gonna check on the texture here. You can see it's just a perfect pudding jelly texture, and it only took 5 minutes to make, 5 minutes to cook, and I'll show you guys how I like to top it also. So I've often just had the pudding like this on its own, just with eggs and water, with the stevia and vanilla and a little bit of salt to make it a sweet version. And I love to put some heavy cream. This is a heavy cream that is just cream. And I also have a whipping cream canister that I've used before. And I just like to top it with some whipped cream, which is nice and cold, and it gets all melty on here. And it's just a really easy way to increase my fats right now, which I'm trying to do with the reverse diet. And it makes such a good combo. This is truly my favorite dessert to have right now, and the cream, it is the most perfect texture. Tastes exactly like pudding that I had when I was growing up. And the texture, if you leave it so puddingy flavor, it's amazing to think that it's just eggs and water, or in this case with some salt and some vanilla and stevia. Also sometimes just use some vanilla powder. It's really easy to find here in Prague, but I know it's not always easy to find, but you can use just vanilla extract. Salt really adds to it, I find, and you can either have it hot or warm, or cool it down in the refrigerator and have it like flan, the traditional flan that I used to have when I was growing up. All right, I'm gonna go finish this up now. So good. Just like pudding or custard that I used to have when I was growing up. It's such a comforting treat. It's so inexpensive to make. It's really just eggs and water and a few other things if you want to make the sweet version of it, but it's so delicious, so quick and easy, and I think people of all ages would love this. Let me know if you guys try it out, and if you try out this sweet version that I made of it. Thanks for watching, guys.